Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, students, today in this video I'm going to discuss properties of whole numbers. Okay, these properties are important and very useful also, and when a problem is given, you can use these properties and can simplify that problem and solve it in easily. Okay, so understand the properties very with concentration. Okay, so first property is you have as closure property. See, closure property means what? You have a set of numbers. Okay, so that is whole numbers which are starting from 0 1 2 3 4 until infinity, isn't it? You have set of numbers. Okay, so if I take two numbers as 2 5, okay, it is a whole number. Okay, this is there in this closed this thing, 2 and 5. Okay, this is a whole number bag, you can think like that. Okay, so this 2 and 5, okay, a comma b. If I take, so closure property says that if you add this a plus b, if you add a plus b, what number you get, even that number should belong to this whole number bag. It should be closed in the whole number set. Okay, so a plus b, so I took 2 and 5. So 2 plus 5 is how much? It is 7. 7, does it belong to whole numbers? Yes, 7 also comes under this closed set, whole number set, isn't it? So you need to just check for the options. Okay, so that see, basic operations, what do we have? We have addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, so closure property under addition, if you see, what it says is two numbers, take any two numbers. Okay, first, so if I take two numbers as 10 and 5, okay, for under addition, if I add this 10 plus 5, how much we are getting? We are getting this as 15. So this belongs to, again, whole numbers, right? So you'll get 15, it is closed under this whole number set. So under addition, your closure property is true. Okay, now if I take the same two numbers, 10 minus 5, okay, how much I'll get? 5. Yes, this 5 also belongs to whole number, right? But if I take a number like 10 and 12, okay, so 10 minus 12 is how much? It is minus 2. Okay, so you'll get some this minus 2, this comes under integers. Okay, you will study this in your next class 7. Okay, so this means that under subtraction, okay, you got one scenario in which your subtraction, if you take some equation, it is not giving you a whole number as an output. So this minus 2 is not a whole number. So under subtraction, you have so many cases like this. Okay, 20 minus 50 and many examples are there which does not belong to your whole numbers. So 20 minus 50 will be minus 30. Okay, so when you study integers, you'll understand how does it come minus 30. All right, so this means that the property, closure property under subtraction is not true. Okay, now let's see for multiplication. For multiplication, if I take any number 10 5, 10 into 5 is how much? 50. If I take any whole number, okay, two numbers whatever you're taking, if that should belong to whole number set. And if I take 12 and 12 into 2, again it is 24. Even 24 belongs to your whole number set, isn't it? Just see any combination, if it is not giving you the whole number, okay, as an output, then you say that this closure property is not true for that. But for multiplication also, if you take any combination, okay, of numbers, two or many combination of numbers, if you multiply it, you are going to get a whole number only. Okay, to any whole numbers, when you multiply, they'll give you the output which will also be a whole number. Okay, all right. If you take 0 into 1, so this will be 0. Even the 0 belongs to your whole number, isn't it? So we can say that closure property is true under multiplication. Now what do you think, what will happen in your in division? Yes, division operation, what do you think? Is it true or false? Let us check. Okay, let me take 10 and 5 only first. Fine. So division is what? 10 divided by 5. You will get how much? 2. Okay, this belongs to whole number. Fine, this is true. Now what if I take your 10 divided by 0? Okay, 10 by 0 will be how much? It is infinity, isn't it? This is not defined. Okay, so this is not defined, so that is why we say that under division closure property is false. Okay, so on closure property is true under addition and multiplication. Okay, so whenever you add or multiply any whole numbers with each other, you will get output a whole number. All right, whereas when you go for subtraction of any whole numbers with each other, there are chances that you will get some output as a whole number, and there are chances you will get output other than whole number. Okay, like we have seen example which is giving you output in terms of negative, isn't it? In division, one scenario, it is 10 divided by 0, it will give you infinity, which is not defined. So that is why we say that under division this closure property is not true. All right. Okay, so I hope your closure property is clear for everyone. So whenever I say closure, means number closed in certain set. Though we are talking about closure property of whole numbers. So the set of whole numbers closed in one the set, it should belong, if you take any number and if you do any basic operation, so that output number should also belong to this closed one. Okay, so that is your closure property. Okay, so here example of your subtraction, why it is not true, I have shown here one scenario. It is 8 minus 2, you'll get minus 1, which is not a whole number, right? And 9 divided by 0, it will give you infinity, which is not a whole number. This is one scenario with which division does not come as a closure property. Okay, let's move on to commutative property, and let's see this and stop it for today. Okay, because properties are important, let me do two properties in one video. Okay, so commutative property is what? You will take any two integers a and b which belongs to your whole numbers. Okay, so if these two integers which belongs to whole numbers, when under addition, okay, when I add a plus b equal to b plus a, if this is true, then you say that commutative, under addition commutative property is true. Okay, it is similarly for multiplication. A cross B should be equal to B cross C. Okay, if this is true in that, then you can say that yeah, this is true under commutative. Multiplication is true under commutative. What about a subtraction? If you go A minus B is equal to B minus A, this will not be correct. If you want further, we will see the examples. Okay, don't worry about that. Now if I take for division, A divided by B should be equal to B divided by A. Even this will not be true. How can it be? Like 1 divided by 2 is equal to 2. This is not equal, isn't it? So A by B, if it was giving you which is equal to B by A, then you'll say that under division commutative property is true, but that is not the case. So under division and under subtraction, your commutative property is again false, same as that of your closure property. Okay, let's see one by one some examples for addition. Okay, under addition, how this commutative property is true? If I take two numbers 3 and 5, that belongs to your whole numbers. If I add 3 plus 5, and if I just interchange these numbers, okay, and take 5 plus 3, how much is here? It is 7. Here also you'll get 7. Yes, isn't it? Okay, if I go for, that is why we say that commutative property is true under addition and multiplication. Okay, I am saying that it is not true for subtraction and division. Let's take one example for subtraction. Let it be 3 and 5 as two integers. 3 minus 5 is equal to, according to commutative property, 5 minus 3 should also be true if it is the case. So tell me what is the value here. You will get minus 2 here, and this as 2. Minus 2 is not equal to 2. Okay, so you will come to know about this minus sign numbers as, and which comes under integers in your class 7. Okay, as of now, why it is not true, I am just showing you with an example. Okay, so commutative property is only true under addition and multiplication. So multiplication, see, any number, any kind of example, if you take, if you multiply 3 cross 5 is nothing but 5 cross 3. So 5 cross 3 or 3 cross 5 is one and the same, right? If I take one more example, 4 multiplied by 3, this will be equal to 3 multiplied by 4, isn't it? This is also 12, this is also 12. If I take 7 plus 8, how much you'll get? 15. If the same numbers I am just interchanging, because the commutative property is A plus B equal to B plus A. So this will be is 8 plus 7, this is also 15, isn't it? So commutative property only under addition and multiplication it is true. Okay, all right. So I can tell you, see, this today's class, get used to even these two terms, additive identity and multiplicative identity. Identity means what? Everyone have their own identity, isn't it? So identity for addition is what? What do you mean by this? Is, see, if I have taken a number a which belongs to whole numbers, okay, so if this whole number does not lose its identity, if I add to this some number, so what would that be? Okay, a, it should remain a only. So if I take plus 0, it will give you a only. Okay, if I take this number as 3, a as 3, okay, a plus 0, 3 plus 0 will be what? 3. This 3 number is 3 whole number, it is not losing its identity. Okay, if I don't add with 0, if I add with some number 1, okay, this was my number, this 3 is losing its identity and getting the output as 4. Okay, so if in addition you will have you will take 0 as additive identity, okay. Now what about multiplication? Now tell me students, I want I'm taking a number a which is belonging to W, and I don't want to lose its this number doesn't want to lose its identity when you multiply with any other number. Tell me any other whole number or anything. So what can it be? Can it be 0? If I multiply a with 0, what is happening? It is totally losing its identity. You're getting output 0. If I multiply by 1, you will get its identity, that is a as it is. Okay, that means it is not losing its identity if you're multiplying it by 1. So that's why we say your multiplicative identity is 1. Okay, so always remember, additive identity is 0 and multiplicative identity is 1. Students, keep this in mind. This is going to be very useful in further classes also. Okay, always remember, additive identity is 0, multiplicative identity is 1. Okay, I think we can stop till here for today. Until I meet with a new video or on a Zoom meeting with you all, I would like to take off from you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.